My name is Kirsten and I am the teacher.
My name is Kat and I'm the athlete.
Bowling for PE. Picture of sound source, in-reach bell ball, cones, tactile map.
In this video, we're going to be talking about making bowling as a PE unit accessible for students who are blind or visually impaired. At the end of this video, we will talk about how these adaptations can be applied to bowling with a league or in a bowling alley. As with all activities, you want to make sure that the student is coming in with the same foundational knowledge as their peers, and pre-teaching is an essential way to do this. For more information about pre-teaching, please check out NWABA's pre-teaching videos.
Use a tactile map to familiarize the athlete with gameplay.
Okay, Kat, in our tactile map, I'm going to hand it to you, and I'm going to hand it so that it is oriented with you as our rough triangle at the side closest to you, and that's where you will be standing to roll the ball down to our pins. At the opposite side of you, there are 10 pins set out in a triangle where you have 1 pin and then a row of 2 pins, then 3 pins, and then 4 pins. When we are doing this, I'm going to put a beeping sound source behind our last row of pins, and it'll make a consistent beeping noise. And if you orient to that, you will be able to hit the pins straight down the middle. Other equipment that can be used in this game to make it fully accessible are white pins, so that they are high contrast compared to the environment around them, or if the environment is really light, adding some dark tape on them, or if a student sees one color better than the others, you can use cones that are set upside down like they are next to me to make them act very similarly to pins.
Use an artist's figurine with the athlete to demonstrate the movement.
Kat, are you left-handed or right-handed?
Left-handed.
Excellent. And so you are going to have the ball in your left hand. You are going to step back with your left foot, and your right foot is in front of your left foot.
I stepped back with my left foot.
Perfect. And then you are going to hold the ball in your hand, and you're going to pull your arm back till it is behind your left hip, but it's still parallel to your body. And I'm going to show you our tactile artist figurine so that you can feel that, and you can feel how his left arm is behind his body, but still parallel to his body.
Yes.
And then as he rolls the ball, he is going to roll it straight towards his pins. And if our sound source was right in front of her, she wants to make sure that she is facing that the entire time, because where her hips are and her feet are, that's where the ball is going to go. And when she finishes, she's going to have her arm out in front of her, still parallel to her body.
Use a variety of equipment to make the skill accessible for the athlete.
Our in-reach bell ball is a great resource for students to use as a bowling ball. The holes around the outside of the ball mimic a bowling ball, but the bells inside give it good audibility, and students are able to hear if it is aiming towards the sound source, is it aiming to the left, to the right, and hear it as it hits our pins. I'll give it to you to have a chance to orient to it and an idea of how you might hold it. I like how you have your fingers held into the ball, and that you can release them as you roll. Okay, Kat, now that you are facing our pins, I'm going to turn on the sound source and let you know when it is a good time to roll the ball towards our pins. For students who are at a more foundational and beginner level, you can have them start closer to the pins, and as they increase in their skills, you can have them step further away. Okay, our sound source is on, and it is placed at the center of our back row of pins. So if you aim right towards it, you're going to have the best chance of hitting our pins down, and you are good to go.
Use a tactile map to review the skill with the athlete.
Okay, Kat, you hit all of them down in one hit. So you got our strikes to the ball. As it came straight down the lane, you hit our front pin, and that knocked everything else down.
Be patient. It may take several attempts for the athlete to progress in the skill.
And so that was how to make bowling fully accessible for individuals who are blind or visually impaired. Many individuals enjoy bowling with a bowling league or at a bowling alley with their friends or family. And a lot of these adaptations can be used in that arena. The one thing that can't be done is you aren't able to put a sound source towards the back of the pins, but taking some time to help this individual orient to the alley and making sure that they know where they are starting, what line they can't cross, are there bumpers, how wide is the alley, how far away are they from the pins, and which sounds they should be orienting to, particularly if you're in a busy alley, will make this a fully accessible and enjoyable experience. Our tactile map becomes even more important when bowling in a bowling alley so that the individual is able to get a good understanding of what pins have been knocked down after they roll the ball once and where they should be aiming to get a spare or anything else that they are aiming for. With good communication and accessible equipment, bowling can be enjoyed by athletes of all ages.
For more, visit the Sports Adaptations page at www.nwaba.org. Thank you for watching. Slide of NWABA logo.